Whoa.
Scarlet Triton.
This piece I did about 5 years ago. It's been kind of like sitting in the storage for quite a while. And I'd love to get your candid opinions about it. The shot on the left is before I put like a dark base on it, but you can see the two sides of it and then the close-up. I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to wait for you guys to tell me.
I assume those fingers were there, that you didn't cut them out from a solid piece, right?
No, they were actually cut out. The way I worked with this piece was it was basically a flat board, and I cut out pieces that I guess didn't appear that they were solid pieces, I think. It's been a while. And then I reattached some of them.
So that front piece is reattached.
You can see pieces along the way. And I don't know, a lot of times when I'm working with pieces, it's just what the board or the wood is telling me. And a lot of times it's just, I don't know, it comes from someplace, and it just kind of ended up in this shape.
That's the joy of working with wood.
What kind of wood is this?
It's carob.
Is it hard?
Carob, I think, is pretty hard. It's a lot harder than what's the wood that you line cupboards with?
Cedar.
Cedar, yeah.
Oak.
Cedar has a lot of the same color that this carob has. It's a very reddish color. It seems to have held its color as well over the years. So it's a very pretty wood. I think that's what attracted me to the board when I actually saw it in a wood store, and I said, I got to have that.
Can you explain the name?
Well, Triton is if you look Triton up, Triton is like a sea creature, and it has like 3 things on its head or whatever. And scarlet is just because it's a reddish colored wood.
Thank you.
God, I think it's a very enticing. The movement in it is really dynamic, and it really does have a very graceful look to it. I think it's an exceptional piece.
It does have the movement of kelp underwater.
Right. Triton's a good name for it.
Fascinating.
Well, Scott, I really thought it was one of your best when I saw it, and it seemed so contemporary, because not too long ago, just a few meetings ago, you had another kind of wood that was this color, and it seems to be that same time frame that you've been working in recently, and I do love all the details down here on the base that kind of helps to offset all the smoothness. So I love it. It's one of your best, I think.
No, I think it's fantastic. Yeah.
I'll enter it in some more shows then to see what other judges feel about it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I just wanted a happy piece. So this was an older piece. I might have shown it before, but it's kind of fun. I added things on top of it with the tape and little gemstones and stuff. So
Nice. Very nice.
It is nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun. It is happy, Cindy.
Very
You
nice.
achieved or accomplished your goal there.
There's something of a carnival.
Right.
So did you use papers in this?
Yeah, it's that those paper tapes, and then the crosshatch tape on the red and gold. That's sticky tape.
Oh, okay.
And I painted off on those little dots on the Ferris wheel type thing, but I added some little gemstones in there in different places. And I guess I should have crop the frame out of it.
I
But
think I love the color palette. Very nice. Everything blends.
A little bit of turquoise in the bottom right is good.
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun to paint it, actually. It was kind of
Sure.
loose, fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I would like to see it in a gold frame as opposed to the dark frame.
That's probably a good idea.
Because I think if you took it out of that dark frame, it would expand even more.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, that frame confines it and doesn't let your eye go with all the movement and the excitement that's in it. That just my opinion.
I agree.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
I painted
Wow.
this village from a photo from my friend, but without the sheep and the guy. And I just use my imagination. I put a sheep and the shepherd, and the village looks more active.
Mhm.
We just try.
You did
It's great, Joy.
Yeah.
Love that smoke down the end of the road there to the side of the house. That's makes it intriguing.
Very nice palette.
And the shadow of the shepherd is wonderful.
Yeah.
It has a real nice emotional feel to it.
That's
And
right.
I love that fence on the left too, disappearing.
Yes, I like the old stuff.
Yeah, gorgeous, Joy.
Where was this photo taken, Joy?
And they talk about it's not from China. This is from somewhere and for a place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That building is very interesting. It's just, you know, really adds to the overall look. It's just very, very picturesque.
Yeah, love the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the nice flowing colors and how loose.
Everything's nice. Everything's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As usual, you know, top notch, Joy. Very nicely done.
It's a beautiful.
I'd say.
Yeah.
One of the things that you do so well, Joy, is your vanishing points.
Yeah.
You know,
I was just going to comment that very same thing, because that highlight, that luminous glow on that mountain
Yeah.
right behind the building just really draws you into it. Very nice.
Do you mark your vanishing points before you start, Joy?
Well, excuse me, I cannot hear.
Do you mark the disappearing points, the focus points?
Spray water.
Okay.
Okay. We're talking perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, perspective.
Linear perspective, it all comes back to a point and then it radiates out. That's what they're asking. Do you mark that? Or it just happens? It just happens automatically. It's smart.
I just follow the sense and just do it if it's no good, and that's no good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Still learning.
Taste. Thanks, Joe.
Okay.
Whoa, Leo Carrillo Park.
Well,
I remember when you did this, Barry.
yeah, back in 2017.
Yeah,
Michael.
when we did a
Agnc had
little
a plane,
field trip out there.
yeah, we had a plein air out there, and
Yeah.
actually I was sitting right next to Nancy, and it's the first time I did anything plein air per se. I did it in pencil. I did the ink work on when I came back. I just did that, and I think it's the only sketch I've ever done.
And it was when you felt really comfortable doing the drawing, I remember.
Yeah, I loved it, and I'm really stoked that I've kept it and pulled it out.
Yeah.
it's really a fun piece, Barry,
Yeah,
like that.
I didn't put a peacock in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You are the peacock.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I'm going to fan my bottom around a little bit.
I mean, you're fancy. I meant that in a good way.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like something Eileen would say.
Yes. Darn it, I wish I had.
Barry, the original sketch came out a little bit fuzzy, and so I tried to enhance it. I think it was a little sharper like this. That's why I'm showing the contrast.
Well, I like it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I did that to several people.
Focuses.
Yeah.
So, Barry, this is all pen and ink.
Well, I did it in pen. I did it in pencil when we were out there.
Okay, because I was going to ask you, like that.
When I got home, I didn't want it to fade, so when I got home, I got out a Sharpie or something and went over it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
It's a tray, right?
Well, no,
Is that a tray?
it says it's an old cracked mirror.
Oh.
That of her mother's, and she saved it. That's my impression.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And it's 32 by 12. I'm assuming that she cut the glass. She made it for her mother and cut out all those pieces and glued them on the mirror.
Oh, I see. It's a vertical mirror with the glass at the top.
It's two views of it. Yeah.
And at the bottom, and at the bottom too. Yeah.
Well, I know she really enjoys coming to the group meeting and listening to the critique. So something must have come up why she's not here. I know she's one of the most enthusiastic Agnc members. You're out there,
kind, Joan. Come on.
If you're out there, Jerry, thanks for sending this. Okay, so next comes.
I love, before we leave, Jerry, I love her technique, the way she glues the pieces on. It's almost like, why didn't I think of that? But she does such an incredible job with it. It's too bad she's not here. I could tell her that, but
the way she cuts out these small pieces of glass is
just amazing. I think the last week, the piece that she showed was,
oh gosh, that was
just a knockout. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then she has to pick the right color glass.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work in there.
Yeah, she does great work.
Thanks, Jerry. Now, this is one of mine. I was meditating and I bought a little bronze Buddha on eBay, and while sitting there, the sunlight came. There were, how when you have blinds hanging in the window, there are little holes in it. So the sunlight came right through and gave me this. It has a shadow down here, and it's a very ephemeral aura that. And I love it's sitting on a piano bench, and I love the way the woodwork showed right here.
Yes.
So I grabbed my camera and took a picture, because within a minute, all of this, the highlights, the sunlight will move. It's amazing how it just travels. And within 5 minutes, it's not there anymore. So I had to rush and get the camera. Yeah, I love it. So
it's beautiful. It's beautiful, Joan. I love the way that, that egg-shaped piece kind of reflects in the wood on a piano bench.
Right
yeah, very, very nice.
Yeah,
the composition is wonderful.
And then the light behind the Buddha, is that part of the light coming through the hole there that's that little egg shape behind it?
Yeah, up at where the little twirler is when you twirl the blinds to open them.
Oh, yeah.
The little hole up there, and it brought this little circle right here. So it was just one of those Kodak moments that happens, and you got to get it right away. So
yeah, great shot. Love that.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Ooh, I like.
Oh yeah,
Carol, this is great.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's called Sculpting Africa, and it could have been called Carving Africa. It's a combination of African sculptures and some of the influences of the history of Africa.
Is this recent, Carol? Is this one of your?
No, it was juried into a show in Escondido in 2018, into the Art Riot show.
I like that very much, Carol. That's one of my favorite pieces of yours.
Yeah.
Great movement in it, great composition, obviously very, very good use of color. And the symbolism definitely, and I'm sure Barry relates to that, the symbolism is really good.
Thanks. I'm glad you picked that up, or I'm glad it was obvious enough to be picked up.
Well,
Yeah.
the shape of the antelope's head is almost the shape of Africa, which is great. And in the profile on the left, and the profile of the animals is wonderful.
And very
Yeah,
nice.
I enjoyed doing the piece because there's so much movement and color to it.
Yeah, the color palette just screams Africa, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of Barry when I.
Oh my God, the peacock, right?
When I said no, when I sent it to Joe, and I thought, yeah, there are things I've seen in Barry's work that are somewhat similar because of the shape and the color.
You know, the comment on artists influencing other artists, I definitely identify with that. I look at a lot of stuff on Instagram, and it's definitely influences me. And listening to other artists share, including this group, sometimes I'll just do a drawing while everybody's talking.
Carol, I want to comment about this piece as well. Even if you didn't have the symbolism, which, as I say, is excellent in it, take away those three pieces, the profile, the antelope head, and the horse. The background in itself is a beautiful painting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fa. Yeah, as far as the symbolism, there's the diamonds in the diamonds in the ivory also, and then the river flowing, and also then there's a red kind of river flowing on. I don't know if you caught that on the right edge, and it turns into blood at the end.
Yeah,
so.
no, it definitely, even without all the symbolism, is a great, very, very nice composition and great use of color.
Is it acrylic?
Eileen, you're on again.
Okay, we already went through that, so you know.
Can you see the slide?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
we've
can.
seen Eileen's.
It's a lovely watercolor and it's so loose.
Thank you. I had fun. It was just a fun piece.
When did you do it?
Recently, a couple of weeks ago.
Beautiful.
Mm.
We've got so many talented watercolorists in the group.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not my forte, but I enjoy doing it. I like it.
It does show that you had, it's serendipitous
Yeah.
and like spontaneous. You had fun doing it.
Okay, this Cole right now is having a show and show, black and white show and show, along with a regular show. And all of you know that I'm very much a colorist, and that's what I do best. But every now and then I have to challenge myself and try to do something other than what I typically do. So I decided that I would enter the black and white portion. So this is my contribution to the black and white show at Cole. Again, a lot of paper, strictly black and white.
Looks like it could be a woodcut.
Yeah, it does kind of. It looks kind of like a lino cutter or something like that when it's all said and done. That was not my intention. It just happened that the various papers that I used and started to put together and trying to balance out the black and the white all the way through. It's challenging when you're only using two colors.
It's very interesting. When you could see it in 3D, in reality, I'm sure the texture would jump out from the parts.
Yeah, they're actually, this one, to be honest with you, doesn't have as much texture as I usually have in a painting. The textural look comes strictly from the kinds of papers I used and the way I put them together. And then, of course, I did some pen and ink work and along with painting with acrylics. So it's a combination of those things. And frankly, it has very little texture in it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, lovely patterns. I mean, you have a knack for these kinds of, using so many different varieties of patterns, and yet they all come together in the composition. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, the detail is really incredible, Phyllis, how it at the bottom is just amazing, and then it kind of flows up, and then you see the figures pop out.
Beautiful.
Really nice.
Yeah.
That girl on the right, the bottom of her skirt is.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We're running out of time, so I'm going to just move on. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Nice piece, Phyllis.
And as I mentioned before, Liz, the one on the bottom, I didn't know if you wanted the colors brighter, but this is the way it came out when I got the photo. So is Liz here?
This is one of the first I ever did of a plein air painting. It was in an art class in a park locally. And I was having trouble at the time trying to figure out how to get the shadows of a tree, which I don't see at all. But anyway, and they were there at some point in the scene, And then when I saw the painting of the first gal, the landscape with the sheep and the wonderful
Joy.
Joyce. Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely gorgeous. So I thought, I wonder if I did one today, whether I could make it into a better painting. I mean, this was my first attempt at plein air painting.
Yeah.
Nice. Wonderful.
Lovely colors, very loose.
Yeah, very nice palette, Liz.
Yeah.
The sun must have been pretty high up, huh?
Yeah, or the trees or something, wherever that tree on the right is, or some other trees maybe were up there. I don't know.
Yeah.
At this point, I can't remember because this was like 15 or something years ago.
And you can't remember?
I don't remember my name, let alone anything else. Anyway,
Everything flows together beautifully. Great work, Liz.
Thank you.
Thanks. And then comes, did I see Ulrika?
I didn't see her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Pastel, whoa.
Now, she sent me this big one here, but I did try to see if I edited a little in case it was going to be this bright. And I think she might have wanted it like that, but yeah.
Huh.
Very
Both are nice.
Yeah.
Boy, the shadow effects are really impressive on that one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Very
I
inspired.
have never tried pastel. I've never tried working with pastel, and she does a beautiful job with it.
Yeah.
They say it's very tough to work with pastel, but
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shadows are what really make this.
Yeah.
The last one, actually.
Okay. This is an old landscape done in the style of an English artist, David. It was David Hockney, and he just used bright colors and abstraction. And it was called La La Land because I sort of based it upon a tourist impression of Southern California.
Whoa.
That's really
Very different for you, Michael. That's very
really a
interesting.
nice use of colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the use of colors in there is definitely David Hockney type design and composition when you use real bold colors in sweeping motions like that.
Yeah.
Composition's nice.
Is that acrylic, Michael?
Yeah, that's acrylic.
It's lovely.
I like the line work. If you'll notice, what's interesting about it is the linear effect of the palm fronds is repeated in your hillsides.
Yeah,
and that's just a very nice look. I like that repetition.
Thank you.